And you were, of course, part of the Brawl for All. I'm not sure if you saw the new documentary that came out about it.
I didn't see it, but a bunch of people have written to me and said that that they did talk about that.
What are your memories of that? I actually rewatched your fights last night. It seemed with JBL, he was way beyond your weight class. And then Steve Blackman was just doing takedowns, which of course you're a boxer, not an amateur
Yeah.
wrestler.
The funny thing was is I never even got hurt. I mean, there's a lot of guys that got hurt really seriously. The thing was about this was when it came to me, I used to be a boxer, but I was a boxer at 178 pounds. And I've had 14 surgeries, my shoulders, my elbows. I have no like the speed or the control I once had as being a top flight boxer. So when people said you're a boxer, you're gonna do great, it was like, you have no idea. I can't even do what I used to do. But I still have a fairly good reflexes, and I didn't really get hit at all. No one really hit me. It's like I could move my head enough to stay out of the way. Like even if I would have fought someone like Bart Gunn or Butterbean, they never would have really connected with those big knockout punches that a lot of guys were getting knocked out by. Being a boxer, you really learn how to. You have great peripheral vision and stuff. So, anyways, to make a long story short, yeah, Steve Blackman, he just kept taking me down. It was like so frustrating. It was like one of those things where you just go, when is this thing going to end? And finally it was over. It was like, oh, that was terrible. But you know what? I think we got paid $5 or $10 for each match. I can't remember what it was, but so it was over, done with. I'm out of it. All of a sudden, Blackman got injured, and they called me up and they said, hey, Blackman was supposed to fight Bradshaw. You want to take his place? I was like, absolutely, because Bradshaw and I didn't at that time. I did not like that guy at all, and I know he hated my guts. When we would wrestle each other, man, I have never been powerbombed harder in my entire life. Like he always wanted to hurt me, and he didn't like me, and he made it real clear he didn't like me. And at the time he had, I don't know what they called the wrestler's jury or whatever they would call that.
Wrestler's Court.
Yes, yeah, and I never got involved with that stuff. I never played to it. So I really wanted to fight Bradshaw. It was like absolutely. And the fight went 3 rounds, and they called it a draw. And then we had to go one more round, and they gave the decision to him. And again, he's a big guy that took me down and won the match.
And just from the fight perspective, that was an unsanctioned fight done under the disguise of pro wrestling. A match between you versus him with that weight difference would not have been sanctioned by a boxing commission.
I know, but
Yeah.
it's WWF.
I'm just letting people know, just so they know, just because that was popping into my head when I was watching that fight last night. But you did have good movement. The other thing I noticed, you wore wrestling boots.
What's that?
You wore wrestling boots, which would seem to me would be a negative.
It is, yeah. But take nothing away from Bradshaw. He is a tough son of a gun. I mean, that is just you ask anybody, that guy is one tough guy.
And you mentioned you probably would have done better against Butterbean than Bart Gunn did because you're more of a skilled boxer. That was your background. You also had a feud with Butterbean.
Yeah.
How was that?
I mean, the match went as good as could be expected. I mean, here you got this real tough boxer, and we're doing a gimmick match. The funny thing that happened in that match was there was 2 stools underneath the ring. One stool was after each round. I would sit on that stool, and then the other stool was a gimmick stool that would just shatter into a million pieces once you hit him over the back. The finish was I'm going to hit him over the back with a stool. Well, the trainer that was with me handed me the wrong stool, handed me the real stool. And so when I'm thinking this thing's going to shatter all over the place, and I hit him, and it doesn't even move. It doesn't even break. And I think, oh my gosh, I just hit him so hard and the stool didn't even break. And it was hard to hold because I had boxing gloves on, So I thought, I got to do it again, So Butterbean's laying on the ground, and I hit him again, and just the top part breaks off. But that was a shoot. That thing that was a real stool. That's how hard I hit him, And then so that night we go to dinner, and Butterbean says to me, and he was such a sweetheart of a guy too. Great guy. We're at dinner, and he goes, He goes, I thought that stool was supposed to break away. That really hurt. I go, well, sorry about that. They gave me the wrong stool. And he goes, what?
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.